Well, Mike and I are going on a trip today to the countryside.
Yes.
To the ancient capital of the Mongol Empire, Karakorum. It's in northwestern Mongolia, and we have to walk to our pickup stop. A 6-hour journey.
Great.
Cool.
Awesome.
Alright, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Timothy, nice to meet you.
Okay.
Tim, yeah.
Tim,
Michael. Mujin. Son, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye. So we've been going for about 2 hours, and we're stopped off here to get a little bit of lunch and maybe a coffee or so. And it's really incredible, the Mongolian landscape. You just see mountains and grass for miles and miles. It's incredible. And yet, although everything looks kind of desert, these bright green trees too, that I can imagine need very little amounts of water because they look very healthy. So 7 hours later, we finally made it here to Karakorum, or near the Karakorum city, and Mike and I are going to be staying in one of these yurts back here. It'll be an interesting experience. So let's take a look at where Mike and I are staying. We're staying in a traditional Mongolian gur. So this is our yurt, or gur as they say in Mongolian. It's so cool. From the ceiling down comes like this furnace for heating and maybe for cooking. And this is our little door out to the beautiful Mongolian hills. And it has a beautiful pattern on the wall too. And it's all held up by this wooden frame on the roof. And you can see the frame too behind here. It's all held up together with like that collapsible wood. And you could fit a lot of people in here. You could fit, I think the room is meant for 4 people. It's just Mike and I here for tonight, and then we can even charge our electronics. We can turn the light on and off. See? We even have a space heater, but I don't think we're gonna need it because it's pretty hot today. But maybe I'll be wrong when the sun goes down. But yeah, it's a really fun experience to stay in this gur here. And tomorrow we're also going to be staying at a gur with a family. So it will be a wonderful experience, I'm sure. So I showed you a little bit of what the inside of our gur looks like. Let's take a look around where we're staying now. So as I said before, we're near the ancient ruins of Karakorum, the former central capital of the Mongolian Empire in the times of Genghis Khan himself. We're literally in the middle of the countryside, and we can just walk along these hills as much as we want. It's an amazing experience being in this new biome. I've never even been in the tundra in general, and it's so cool. And everything's like very green, very dry. Usually a lot colder. We're here in May, so it's pretty nice weather. Same weather as Ulaanbaatar, really, even though I think our elevation has increased. But anyway, check this out. This is amazing. I feel like I'm in one of those like desktop screensavers, you know, like the one on the Windows. Like rolling hills, rolling green hills. Nice, beautiful sky. I really want to take this all in because I think it's going to be quite some time before I can experience something like this again. A lot of the countries I really love going to are the tropical countries, like the ones in Southeast Asia or the islands there, and that's obviously amazing too, but it's nice to experience something new every once in a while, because it's those new experiences that give us energy. So, number one reason why Har-Korom was chosen as a strategic center of the empire is because it was an important place to non-Mongol people prior to Genghis Khan. So there were previous empires there that were centered around Har-Korom, or the land there. And basically, Genghis Khan used this to his advantage so that he could gain the trust of non-Mongol people. And what else is important is that the actual capital of Mongolia now, Ulaanbaatar, where I've shot the last two videos, is an amazing place. But that city actually is only about 200 years old. And the surrounding cities around it, like other cities in China and all around the area in Russia, those cities are thousands of years old. So it's quite the difference. So we're going on a little stroll now. We want to climb up this hill behind me. Get a good view. I can imagine the sunsets around here are beautiful too. Yeah, but it's beautiful. It's all green, blue, and sand. Super cool. And you can hear all the goats enjoying the day too. This certainly is the countryside in every sense of the word. You shimmied?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
We shimmied like Spider-Man. I wouldn't say I shimmied so much, I'm more timid.
Timmy.
Oh, good one. Good one. So I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I do have dreams of what this channel could become. That it could become a way for me to share the cultures and the places I've been, but also to interact with the community and learn about where my viewers are from. I think a lot of my viewers are from the Philippines, you know, but the Philippines is such a vast place and so many different cities and islands. I'd love to learn more about where you're from. So if you're enjoying my video, you're enjoying my content, leave a comment down below. Tell me where you're from. What's special about that place? What's something that a foreigner like me might not realize about it? I always have moments like that when I travel somewhere new. Like here in Mongolia, I had no idea about the Marco Polo connection to the ancient Mongolian Empire. I didn't know that it was warm. I thought it was a really cold place, like all the time. I thought if I wanted to visit Mongolia, I would need a big jacket. Not so in May. I had no idea what Mongolian food was like. The milk tea, the pickles, the like potato salad stuff. That was a surprise. So everything's a new surprise. But I want to know more about you. Like, what's your place like? What kind of foods do your people eat? What's special about the place you're from or the place you grew up? And what do you love about it? We gotta catch up to Michael now. He's faster than us. So, as we were walking, we saw the sign up here, and we think it's for the Turtle Rock, which is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Apparently it's formed in order to protect the city, and that's a really kind of interesting way of their spiritual beliefs, of understanding their spiritual beliefs. And you can see it is shaped like a turtle. Here's the turtle's body. Here's his feet down there, and his head is over here. So nice. And check out the view of the summit. You don't see something like that every day. More yurts and holy places down there. Over there, the big rectangle is the monastery that I think we're going to tomorrow. Behind me, more rolling hills with yurts that people live in, no doubt. Grazing animals. Very awesome place. Oh, there's even a guy coming down here on his motorbike. So we're heading down now. Getting a little bit more chilly now. So we're gonna go back to the town and see if we can find some dinner. So we had a lovely dinner in the town. I had some nice dumplings. Mike had a dish called goulash. It's getting a little chilly now. It's time to go home. Getting a little dark too. So let's get back to our gur and get ready for tomorrow. So it's morning now, and we had a lovely breakfast from our host here in Harum. So gonna go check out the monastery with home to over 1,000 monks. So that will be really cool. But I'm gonna miss staying in the yurt. It was a little chilly last night, but we had these nice blankets keeping us warm, and I ended up having a great night's sleep. And they have a furnace here too, that they do light, I think, when it gets so cold out, because I know in the winter time it can get as cold as -40, which is so far below freezing. You probably wouldn't even, maybe not even, survive without the furnace in that case. Or without at least a lot of blankets and sleeping bags. And it kind of looks like you just show yourself around somewhat. There's no, like, I don't see any tour guides or anything. I just see a lot of people enjoying the beauty of this place. Pagodas, I would imagine, for meditating. Beautiful architecture. It's pretty amazing. Wow, this almost reminds me of Angkor Wat, just the beautiful architecture. I do kind of feel like I'm in Cambodia, but I'm not. I'm maybe 8,000 miles away in Mongolia. So that's it for the monastery. Very cool cultural experience. Sometimes I wonder if there's more horses than people here in Mongolia.
More sheep.
Yeah, there's certainly more sheep than people. Served us well for like 2 days. So now the plan is to get in the car, and our host is going to bring us to the Nomadic family. We can check out how they live, and also compare it and contrast to the family that we met in Ulaanbaatar. So let's get on the road.
Okay.
Can
you use that camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
No problem.
So we're going to try to go on a little horseback riding trip. I think down this path, maybe towards the river. We're riding the horses now, out in the Mongolian countryside.
Mongolian steppe.
Yeah, the steppe. Pretty once in a lifetime,
Right?
if you ask me.
Yeah. Genghis Khan.
Yeah. These horses are really cute. They're a little smaller than the full-size one. They're like maybe a 75% the size, which is good for me. It's easier to ride them.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
easier to get up on them, you know.
Well,
I haven't rode a horse in years.
we used to ride together.
Yeah,
We used to do
when we were
lessons.
kids, yeah.
I think it's great to know how to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Horses in the Philippines.
Yeah, there's tons actually.
Really? I didn't know that.
They don't really ride them though. They
Like-
more just like,
There.
yeah. And there's also a lot of mini horses.
Mm.
In the Philippines, we call them caballo. Caballo.
Oh, it's Spanish. Caballo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Spanish.
Oh. I didn't know that. They borrow a lot of the same words.
So this makes me want to ride horses more.
And in Filipino, we call it vaca. We
Vaca.
call it vaca
Vaca.
in
Oh,
Spanish.
Vaca. Vaca.
Vaca. Oh.
It's the same. So with a V instead of a V.
And goat, we call kambing. That's probably.
I forget how
Yeah.
it's called in Spanish. I forget.
I feel like Mongolia has almost every animal. Bears, horses, wolves,
No,
tigers,
it's no wild though. So.
leopards. Yeah, no wild. They have snow leopards, so.
Yeah. Would be north of
I wonder if they have the Siberian tiger. Because we're pretty close to Siberia. Hey guys. That's how you say please move in cow language.
Very effective. Whew. Woo. Oh, here's nope. Look, there's the cattle. So that's
Yeah.
oh, we got a baby right there.
Two.
Hop. Hop. Hop.
So many babies.
Mm.
Maybe because
Calving
it's
season.
springtime, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's calving season. There you go. We used to do this in Ireland all the time.
Oh yeah.
Not on horses.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to do on horses.
They just did it on foot.
Go back in the day tonight. It's, back in the day, our uncles had cows in Ireland.
Yeah.
We used to herd them up at the end of the day and move them from different field to field. It's a lot of fun.
I wonder if their dog up there helps sometimes
Dogs
too. Yeah.
too. But we weren't on horses. We were doing a lot of running around. It was,
Yeah.
it was a lot of running. It's not fun though. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Some great memories. Ireland's great.
Ireland is actually. I see a lot of similarities with Mongolia. I feel like Mongolia is just like Ireland with mountains.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's got the greenery, got the cows. More horses in Mongolia than
Yeah. The hospitality.
Hospitality, yeah. The food.
Yeah, pretty like
That's
just
kind of similar. Lots of potatoes.
pretty similar, yeah.
Meat. That's my favorite Irish food.
Oh, cabbage,
Cabbage.
too. There's a lot of similarities. It's funny.
Really
Yeah.
is. Huh. Go back again. Hit the stragglers.
I said this yesterday too. It feels like we're in like one of those Windows screensavers.
Yeah, almost like Narnia.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's really beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to beat a view like that. Just think, just in this little corner, the ratio of animals to humans is like 100 to 1.
So beautiful. View, so beautiful. Horse, yeah.
Many different kinds of horses, all different colors, sizes.
You're riding up the horse now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bet you're right. Everyone's going home. I think these horses are bigger.
I don't know. They're about the same size.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy's slightly bigger.
Yeah. I actually kind of do feel like I'm in Minecraft right now.
It's really cool.
The grassland biome.
You know.
Somebody should make a Mongolia map for Minecraft. They have a Philippines map.
Do they?
They have a Thailand map. There's no Mongolia map.
Especially the steppe.
Yeah.
Tarhun. Bring them all.
Yeah. But then at night, the family rounds them up and brings them back home. I guess to sleep in the stable. Maybe to keep them safe too. I'm not sure if there's wolves out here or anything.
I wonder if they're happens. Wolves make sense though. Gee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Walking along the hard rocks now. You can hear them click-clacking on the stones. It's time to come home, because it's gonna get dark soon. Actually, Mike, maybe the horses sleep out here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe just the cows come home. Because those guys seem to be staying put.
I think it's an owl. Actually,
Maybe an owl, yeah. Now we're on the dirt road. And the sounds that the horses' feet make is very different. It's like a more flat sound.
it's like a pumpkin.
Yeah, thump, thump, thump.
Oh, we have to go.
Cute little cows. I just got off the horse there. That was a lot of fun. It's been many years since I've been on a horse. Just wanted to come out for a few seconds here, see what it looks like at night. I think they're moving all the sheep over to like some other field. Ooh, but it is chilly now here at night, so I'm gonna go back in our gur and see if I can get some sleep. So Mike and I took a pit stop on our way back to Ulaanbaatar to here in the mini Gobi Desert. It's a small version of the Gobi Desert, but the Gobi goes on miles and miles. But we're gonna go on a little camera ride and do some exploring. Let me show you guys the view on top of a dune. We'll climb up it, show you all around how far the desert goes. I hope I don't get any sand in my sneakers. I hate that feeling. Wow. Definitely looks like a good place, good home for a camel. You can see how different the vegetation is. Needing almost no water. But yet there is still vegetation that finds a way to live. And even a little bit of grass. That's pretty cool. Let's go back down now. So on our way to the family that owns the camels we're gonna ride, we stopped along this little marsh here too. Pretty interesting having a marsh here and then the desert there, and this like grassland in between. I've never seen the terrain like this in Mongolia. Very cool. Alright, let's go off to the camels now.
Up you go.
Up we go. Aye. Wow, these guys are tall. They're taller than the ones in Ulaanbaatar. Thank you. So here we go, folks. Riding a camel in the mini Gobi in rural Mongolia. Did not expect to see myself here a couple years ago. But it is nice. And apparently, in the summertime, the camels start to shed their winter coat, which is good for them because the sun actually does beat down. I think I got a sunburn yesterday, which you wouldn't expect like out in the tundra, you know, but it does get hot. So they can shed their winter coat and get ready for the summer. Now, as I was saying in one of my other videos, these guys were critical in the success of the Silk Road, bringing things all the way from Europe all the way down to China and connecting cultures, transferring goods like probably European things like metals and I'm not sure what else, maybe furs, and in exchange for things in the Far East like tea and hot spices and silk too, yeah. Clearly it's called the Silk Road, but it's a lot more than just silk. And what I'm very fascinated is in all these countries where East meets West, like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, all of these countries kind of sit in the center of the world and they connect us from east to west. But they're not countries that you often hear about, like in the media. You know, Mongolia has only 3 million people. You don't hear about it in global news very often. But it is an important place in the history of humankind, you know? A place where East meets West. And none of that trade could have been accomplished without these Bactrian camels, because they're so hefty and so sturdy. They can survive the snow, survive the desert. They could go anywhere. And carry heavy loads too, I'd imagine. Mike and I definitely want to go to Narantul Market, which is kind of, it's not really near Sukhbatar, but it's like a 45-minute walk from there. So we definitely want to do that. And I still have to pick up some souvenirs for some loved ones. So we're now going down towards the dunes. I'm curious if we're gonna ride all the way up on the dunes. It's kind of funny, they just walk through the creek like it's nobody's business. These guys really can go through any terrain. I wonder if even they could go through, like if it was a foot or two of water, if they could do that. I bet they could. Their legs are so powerful. And I think they have special eyelids too, to protect their eyes from the sandstorms. Whoa. The water is getting deeper, but they're still able to make it through. Now we're starting to walk on the sand. Yeah, the dunes. It's interesting that the camel kind of has a flat hoof, so when it steps on the sand, when we step on the sand, we kind of sink. But it's almost like they have snowshoes on, and they sort of distribute their weight. They're perfectly adapted for this environment. It's amazing. And to think that they even can ride in the snow, these guys, if they have their big fur coat, their winter coat coming in. Yeah, I said this in my last video too, but riding these camels does sort of make me feel like I'm in the Star Wars universe somewhere. You know, some type of desert planet. Yeah. I bet the camels like walk through the water. These camels remind me a little bit of my golden doodle back home. You know, with the same type of hair. And my golden doodle has the bangs in her face too, just like these guys. Makes me a little homesick. I know there's a whole herd of these guys. Or maybe they're happy their friends are back. Sorry we had to borrow your friends, but they're back now. Hey. Oh, some are like a light color. Yeah. Yeah, these are red ones.